everyone, welcome back to Rosemaling with Art of Lisa. So I haven't had a chance to sit as often as I'd like, but I figured let's just do something fun and simple tonight. Alright, I have the top of a heart box here, and I've got three colors. I've got Prussian Blue, Aqua, and Warm White. I'm using a flat brush. This is a JoSonja Sure Touch 1370 flat. And I've got my medium mix here of retarder, flow, and glaze that I like to use. Those of you who've been with me before kind of know the rundown. So, and those who are new, well, welcome. So this is a channel that, well, I focus on the art of rosemaling. It's a decorative art form from the 1600s, late 1600s, early 1700s in Norway, and traditionally done in oils. I know so many people, you've heard me say this before. I'm painting in acrylics today. I am using JoSonja acrylic paints. Boy, I'm trying to talk fast. All right, let me get started, and I'll explain when I'm painting why I'm talking fast today. All right, I'm using a flat brush. Loading the flat brush is a little different. I'm going to use some medium here, and I'm going to go into my straight Prussian blue. I don't usually use straight Prussian blue, but I decided just to do something different today. All right, so I side swipe back and forth so that I load the brush heavier on one side, lighter on the other. And you know what? We can go add on the lighter side. I flipped it around. I'm going to add a little bit of warm white to that. You can see I already kind of experimented on this, but I didn't like it, so I wiped it away. So I'm going to start again. Let's go ahead and put that brush down, push it flat, and let me pull it around. Not quite enough medium on there to get the paint to really pull around. So I'm going to reload and go ahead and start again. I'm pushing my bristles down flat, and I'm twisting very slightly in my fingers. And there we go. And then I'm taking the pressure off as I come around, getting nice and thin on the chiseled edge, and take off. All right, I like that. That works. Let's put on, that's a C stroke there. Let's get an S stroke coming off the back of it, but I'm going to use some of this nice heart shape here. This is just a really simple, very lightweight bentwood box. I have to remember where I got it from. Oh, I'll look back and see. Okay, like that, and it just flows right off the back here. Let's put a little sister stroke in here. My last video that I did was really on a canvas and had the detail work, but I didn't show the stroke work. So sometimes it's fun to go back and get these C's and S's here that make the foundation of rosemaling. I mentioned in my last video, I might not even use aqua today, we'll see, but I mentioned in my last video that I've had a little bit of painter's block. So sometimes I think that, well, maybe I don't have anything left to show. But then again, it's kind of like a writer going, what do I have left to write? I'm like, I'm always painting C's and S's over and over again. But you know, those C's and S's take on different forms and shapes. Notice I'm going from a thin, and then I press down on my brush to let it spread out and bring it around. Come the other way, press down, spread it around. So I was starting to say why I was talking fast today. Well, it's my youngest's 15th birthday this week, so he has 5 friends over. So yes, I have a house full of 15-year-olds. Yeah, so that's not boring. And right now they're outside playing badminton. So I quickly said, let me try to do this video, which I did try to start earlier today. So that's fun. And the dogs are upstairs. Now notice all of my strokes are coming down. Everything will work its way back down to the root of my design here. You know what? I'm not going to use any aqua. I thought I was going to, but I'm really liking the Prussian Blue and just some nice warm white. My background color is based off of a discontinued color by Delta Ceramcoat, so it's Blue Haze. Unfortunately, that was discontinued, but I took a color sample of it to my local friend at Sherwin-Williams, and they have this color saved for me, so I'll go and buy a quart at a time, and I'll base coat a bunch of things. Notice I'm just adding my C's and my S's. This is my freehand form with this. When I'm painting it freehand, I just remember, especially with Telemark, it's very easy to paint freehand with Telemark because it's asymmetrical. You're not worrying about making things match, right? But, so I don't have a set pattern in mind in my head. I'm just letting my brush do its thing. I'd have to put a flower up there to balance that so we can get a flower there. Okay, let's get this here. I have a tremendous amount of commission work to do. Thank you everybody who have asked me to do that. I've got a bunch of stuff on Etsy, including that last that last canvas is on there. And then I have competition pieces that I'm trying to get done. And then my oldest is graduating college next week, so that's just crazy. Middle one's coming home from college. Then soccer, soccer, soccer. All right, notice I'm just working my way around. Just having fun, letting the brush flow. A lot of times you can put your stem lines in beforehand to kind of see your placement of your flowers, but I know my flowers are generally going to come out of these little spots here. Now, I have much more paint on here than I need. A lot of times when you put your paint down, you really need just a very little, especially on a small project with this. So I will take this paint afterwards that's on this palette paper, and I will put it and tuck it into my wet palette that I have over here. You can see that I have numerous colors, and it's on a variety of projects going on right now. All right, let's see if we can just finish this guy up here. Little sepal, little sepal, little sepal. Put that down there. All right, I've got my little piece of plastic with my wet paper towel in here. So I'm just going to go ahead and tuck my brush in here so that I don't have to wash it right now, but it won't dry out on me. I'm going to go ahead and pull out a nice detail brush. This is a Kingart Original Gold 10-0 9375, and we're going to take that nice warm white here, and I'm going to add some medium to it in order to make some detail paint. Oh, and here comes my dog Reuben. Reuben, just hold tight for a few minutes, bud. I'll let you out with the boys. The boys. All right. Make sure wipe off your palette knife here. Some people will say, "Oh, do you edit your videos with family?" I'm like, "Yeah, no. I just play. I just put it on." All right. This is the bottom portion of it. We'll put that there. I'll do something fun with that at some point. Let's see if this is too bright white. Might be a little too bright white, so let's tone with a little of my blue on there. I'll leave that little bit, but let's start adding some of this nice detail to it. Work my way around. Again, I kind of go out of the lines a little bit And if I'm working on a competition piece or something like that, I'll move a little slower. We'll get these on here. I know my dog is itching to get out with the boys. I'll get him out there in a minute. Well, let's see how far we can get. Well, I truly hope that everyone is well out there. I did receive a wonderful message today on Facebook, and I really need to reply back to that. So hopefully they will get this video in time for their Friday night viewing party. So I will say thank you for sending that message, because that really inspired me to get down here and put down a video. And I'll give a real answer to your message, hopefully shorter, a little later. I can't even know what I'm saying today. Well, I'm hoping you're enjoying this little time here in my studio. I was trying to figure out the best way. I'm always trying to figure out different ways to set up my camera so you guys get the best view possible. Again, this is a sampling of my Rosemaling. I have been teaching a lot also. That's another reason why I haven't done a lot of videos. That's been very time consuming. You can find my classes, which I have to put together a whole new set of classes for the next few months, but you can find it on rosemalingclasses.com, and you can also find other Rosemaling teachers on there, both Zoom and in person. It's really great to see so many people becoming more and more interested. Oh, that's nice with that darker blue in there. I kind of like that. Come back. Become interested in learning more about Rosemaling and taking an interest. And it's not just people who are Norwegian. This is a great art form for anyone. And you'll find that the arts, so many of these folk arts, have a lot of similarities. Again, just having fun with it. I don't have any one particular way of, or what's really in my mind. I'm just like, oh, let's put a happy little line here. Let's do a little Bob Ross. Let's do some happy dots here. Let's get a nice stroke coming off the back of this. And a few more here. And a happy teardrop. A little line around. And you can see I keep turning it. I keep turning it so that the brush is pulling towards me. Easiest way to do it. Ruben, I promise I'm almost done, and I will let you out, my love, so you can go chase the birdie and the boys. All right. It's their I love the fact that badminton is like the favorite unit in gym class. So they have these mad tournaments. Little dots. I like doing the dots. You can almost overdo them if you're not careful. Pull that around. And I'm right on the tip of my brush, and I add pressure to it in order to flatten it out and give it some variation. You want thin, thick, light, dark. You want to have a variety. There. Wow, I'm really pushing through this one tonight. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Hopefully I'll get it out quickly. And I have a few videos that I'm going to try to put together. I have a plate that I'm going to do some antiquing on the edge, so I'm going to demonstrate antiquing in the next video. And oh, somebody had asked about the bead, the round heaviness that goes around those plates that I paint, about how to paint them. So I'll get a video on that in there too. Add a little darkness there. Just pulling it out. Just keep moving it around. Again, this is a quick demonstration of Rosemaling. And monochromatic. Just something fun. Adding little fillers here. And maybe we can add a little detail lines around the outside here. Just to kind of close it and pull it together. You keep pulling it around. Dot, dot, thin, thick, thin. Dot, dot, little S strokes. Working our way around thin, thick, thin. Thick, thin. And just keep moving. Well, if you have a moment to check out some of my other videos, please feel free to look through and have fun with that. If you're interested, hit subscribe. I'm really bad about promoting myself. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh yeah, let me, make sure and tell people that. Yeah. So I hope you've had fun this time watching my video. I look forward to seeing you guys again. If I haven't done one in a while, shoot me a message and remind me. Say, Lisa, come on, where's those videos? All right, a little push here and there is always a good thing. I thank you again, and I hope you've had a great time with me. Have a great night, everybody. All my best. Remember, it's just paint, and God is good. Take care.